Hi guys and girls on YouTube, welcome to my channel. I've just got a quick 5-minute video here. I don't want to bore you because a lot of people know this but a few people won't, and it'll be beneficial to only a few people, this video. So if you remember the vintage Decca TV that I got working, I posted it on YouTube, a video the other week. Well, the main reservoir capacitor had electrolyte leaking out the top. It had actually dried up at the top. And I reformed it and it tested all right, and I had this set running, and then I realised that this cam was getting really hot, so it's obviously got a very high leakage current flowing through it, and the capacitor, even though it reformed all right and it tested for value, it's no good, it needs changing. Now with my old stuff, I like to try and keep the originality as best as possible, but this capacitor, I thought I might have one in stock from 40 years ago. I don't have one. I can't find one anywhere, and I did mention in the video we're going to have to repair this one, so it's just a quick few minutes video to show you how you repair a capacitor so we can keep the originality. As you can see, with it removed, we've actually got the board's mapped out for different capacitors to be fitted, I would imagine, but we've got 3 terminals in a triangle. So that is the old capacitor there. It's 100 microfarads at, well, it's got to be 400 volt, isn't it, because it's connected, yeah, 100 mic, 400 volt, that's right, yeah. So the first thing to do is clean all this up the best you can. Now I've actually cleaned this case. I've just got to clean that electrolyte, dried electrolyte off the top. And then what you need to do is you need to hollow out the middle. Now usually I find with these capacitors, quite often it's very difficult to get the insides out of them. But with this one, if you look down there, there's a massive great big gap where it's shrunk. So this will just, once you've got all that rubber seal off there, that will just drop out like that. Now we've got a nice can ready to fit a new one inside. Look at that, it's shrunk so much it just fell out. Right, let's get a new one. But I tell you what, before we get a new one, and I'll show you what we're going to do with a new one, let's just test this. It's obviously got a very high leakage current because after I reformed it, it tested all right for value, tested all right for impedance. So it must be the leakage current that caused it to get very hot. And if it had left it much longer, it would have exploded. But we just caught, this was starting to bulge here, we just caught it in time. But let's just check it for impedance ESR first. Right, so here we go, that's the capacitance meter hooked up to it, because we've managed to retain these 2 aluminium terminals. Look at that, 121 microfarads with an impedance of 0.13 ohm. So as you can see, that did test absolutely perfect. It was only when we started, when we had it running in the set, that it started boiling up. So it must be the leakage current flowing. But anyway, we've tested that for the fun of it. Let's get another one inside there now. Right, so that is the one I've chosen from my stock, 100 microfarad, 450 volt. It's a lot smaller because it's a modern one, but that will fit very nicely into that can. Let's just test this one first, and here we go. Yeah, 102 and 0.11 ohm, that's fine. Right, so I've just got to clean that dry electrolyte off there first. Right, so here the positive comes out on 2 connections and the negative comes out on 1. So there we go, that there is a good fit. I've just got to mark. I'll put some red pen on these so we don't get them mixed up, because when it's in the case you might forget. Right, there we go. So just a little bit of red felt pen on them too, so we can identify it after. Then I've just put a little bit of scrunched up blue paper in there, because the other one's a lot smaller, just so it brings the capacitor up like that. And then we're just going to glue that in now with some hot melt glue. Let's have a look when it's finished, what it looks like. Right, so there you go, that's now glued in. We can see which is the positive terminal. You can see there's a new cap in there. It doesn't look, well, I've got to say, it doesn't look very professional. It actually looks like it's already been repaired now. But let me show you one more little trick you can do. Take a piece of paper and draw around the capacitor. Like so with a pen. We just need to make a circle. Cut your circle out with a pair of scissors and then just make it black with a marking pen. You can see where this is going now, can't you? Just like that, and then you glue that over the end of there. And that is your newly repaired capacitor, ready to go back into the TV. So that's it there. That's your 2 positives, 1 negative. I'll just clean that up with a bit of flux remover, make it look nice. And there you go. Once it's been cleaned up with flux remover, you can't even tell that's been out. So I can't see myself now. Where's the terminals? Oh, right. That's 1, and that is the 2 positives. Look at that, what a job, even if I say so myself. And there you go, that's your newly refurbished HT reservoir capacitor, and we've kept the originality of the set doing that. All I've got to do now is give all this board a really good clean up. It needs a good hoovering out, because there's a lot of dirt there. I've cleaned the anode cavity, as you can see, but there is a lot of dirt needs to be cleaned out. So there we go. I'll just switch the set on, show it you working, and then we'll wrap up the video. Right, so there we go. Let's have a look now it's been cleaned and all back together. I've cleaned the front controls as well, volume, colour, contrast, brightness, bit of switch cleaner in there. I've hoovered all this out. It's not as clean as it would have come out of the factory, obviously, because I've only just hoovered it. I've not actually cleaned this with any solvent. I know some people like to wash them, but I don't. That's the capacitor there, all looking nice and original. Now I have noticed there's one very slight problem. I've got some slight striations down one side of the screen. Now it's probably down to the damping resistor here, but just watch this. One end is not actually soldered in. It's dry jointed, but it looks soldered on the back. Let's just turn underneath and have a look. So there it is there, lying on the floor. Now, does it look dry jointed? You can't tell from there. Is that just... Anyway, I thought it looked alright. It might look dry jointed, but anyway, I'm just going to desolder that and then just solder it back in, and then we'll turn around and switch it on. Yeah, it's well dry jointed because I've only just unsoldered this end and then it fell out the board. There was no need to unsolder that, so I'll just straighten them legs up and then put it back in. In fact, what I'm going to do is what I've actually done already. I've just switched the set on, I've left that out, and I'll show you on the screen what effect it gives. It's going to be very hard to see on this camera, but if you look here, there's some very faint vertical bars going down, and that is what that resistor does. It damps out any oscillation in that coil. I can see it without the camera, but I don't know if you can see it on the camera. So anyway, let's put that back in. You can see where it goes in there. Let's put that back in there now. Right, so that's the resistor back in there, and you can see it doesn't move about now. Right, let's turn it round, plug it in. Let's see what sort of a picture we've got on this. Well, we've already seen the picture, but let's see now it's all nice and clean and it's got no striations on. Right, there we go, that's better. The lines have gone now, we put that resistor back in. But look at that for a picture. Right, I'll just switch the skybox off colour bars. That black band you can see, that's coming from the camera. Let's turn the colour down. Look at the grayscale on that.
Improve your protection against online trackers, malicious websites, and malware-ridden downloads. Get NordVPN.
Hurry, the Hillary's summer sale ends soon. Don't miss up to 50%.
What an absolutely perfect picture we've got on that. Apart from that black bar. Let me move back a bit, see if it'll go away. No, it's not going to go, is it?
Same service for less, we'll match the price. Book your free in-home appointment today.
Look at that for focusing. Right, so all we need to do now is get the cabinet cleaned up and we'll get this set wrapped up. So there we go, guys and girls. I hope you've enjoyed the video. That is how you repair a faulty reservoir capacitor, and of course now we've kept the originality. I'll just give you one quick look at this. There are the odd few marks on it, but don't forget this is 40 odd years old. But the back's cleaned up nicely. I've put the sticker on back on there, and of course it wouldn't be right to put it on the shelf without my sticker on the back now. So there we go. Many thanks for watching my video. I'll catch you in the next one then. Goodbye. And would you believe it, I've been looking through some drawers for a part, and look what I found. Two brand spanking new ones. Oh well, never mind.